Hey, late, Stra. I'm not late. You're late. Late, Stra, my ass. How dare you? How dare you insinuate that I'm late? 10 seconds late. I can't handle it. Astra's back and better than ever. I don't know if I'd say that, but I'm back. Hold on. I gotta move this shit. Alright. Fit check. I don't know, I feel like my shoulders are a little bit too noticeable with this fit. That's why I don't like dresses that don't have shoulders, you know? It's like, I like to have dresses that have shoulders so I can hide my linebacker shoulders. You're about to go to bed and Astra cord goes budding. I'm about to go to bed? It's like 6 p.m. It's like 6. What the fuck? Looking good. Well, thank you. Thank you. I even put on the kitty earrings. The little kitty earrings. I went all in. It's midnight here. Oh. Linebacker shoulders. Dude, I do have like some linebacker shoulders. The German uniform hides the shoulders. The what? The German uniform? Do I have a German uniform? I don't think I do. I have a Russian hat, but I don't have a German uniform. Oh shit, my background music's turned off. Brainworms go brr. Anyway, chat. How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing tonight, chat? I should do like a German cosplay. Traditional woman's uniform that I meant. Oh, the lederhosen, you know? Yeah, I could wear that. I'll wear that maybe next stream. Brainworms go brr. But anyway, chat, how's it been? How's everybody doing tonight? Is there anything new, exciting things that happened in chat tonight? The real question is, how have you been? I've been tired as fuck. I'm still tired. I'm like, Zombie Stra is turned up to the maximum. Yesterday, I was like about to stream, but I was like so actively so tired that I was just like, It was awful. And I'm still not like 100%. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. It's just like yesterday and today I've just been like tired. Like, I feel a little bit better today though, so it's like I think I can at least stream, but like I felt like dead yesterday for some reason. Always tired, that is your default setting. It is my default setting. I just watched someone stream reading Sonic fanfic. It was funny. Sonic fanfiction. Now isn't that just like Christian? Doesn't Christian do that? Have you tried cocaine? No, I have not tried cocaine. That's a good point. I should definitely try cocaine. Imagine having proper night's sleep these days. That's almost like saying eggs cost $17 a carton. Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of sleep last night. Like, I slept. I don't know, maybe I slept too much. But I feel like I slept. I just didn't, like, I don't know, I just feel like, bleh. Press F if you think Astra has linebacker shoulders. You are in Florida. It's pretty cheap there, I've heard. Oh, for eggs? Have you had your daily elixir? You mean my Mountain Dew? Absolutely. Cat, we're running low. I'm getting to like the end of this last box, and I've got one more 36 pack, and then I'm out. I'm like, I've gone through the dew. I have been hitting it hard as fuck. I think I've gained like a couple pounds because of it, which is good. But I've been going hard in the paint in Mountain Dew. Why do I always feel like you have a soda cap for every day of the week? I have a good bit of them. But I usually like use one for a day, and then I'll put it in the washer or something like that. Should give it up for Lent. I should give up Mountain Dew for Lent. You mean Fent? I should just start doing Fent. I'm just gonna start fucking taking fentanyl. Man, fentanyl's scary though. It's like such a little amount of it will fucking kill you. There's a lot of Sonic fanfic that isn't associated with Christian. Is it just as cringy though? What are you doing, sippy cup? Hey yo. Fuck, dude. Fentanyl is like one of those drugs that I didn't even know existed until like a couple years ago, because no one talked about it before a couple years ago. Don't I go to get Astra addicted to Fent? No, no, thank you. I'm good. I don't have money to be addicted to Fent. If I was addicted to Fent, I'd have to go like suck some dick for like drugs, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Listen, I don't think I'd ever suck some random person's dick for some weed. But like, if you're in the paint on like fentanyl and cocaine, it's like, I sucked your dick for a bump. You got any drugs? Can I take some drugs? Fun fact, allegedly motherfuckers are starting to carry Fent testers. Remember that, chat? Allegedly. Fent testers? You do it for free. H addiction, lol. Kids addicted to heroin. Give up the Fent for Lent sounds like something a youth pastor would say. What is Lent? I don't know what that is. $20 just isn't enough anymore. I know, like in this economy, you gotta at least give me $40 for a good head, right? Like, you know, with the inflation, if you know, really you gotta equate it to like grams of weed, because that's a currency that's stable. You know, I want to talk about non-inflationary currencies. Weed is pretty non-inflationary. You know, if you suck dick for like a couple grams of weed, that's a pretty good deal. But like, if you suck someone's dick for like $20, that doesn't equate that anymore. You know what I mean? Astra can't do heroin or cocaine because it makes you super skinny. Astra's already skinny. This is true. Lent. The solemn Christian religious observance that is preparation for Easter. It echoes 40 days Jesus spent fasting desserts. Oh, it's a Christian thing. I didn't know that. 5 micrograms of weed. Cops have been carrying drug testers since the 80s, if that's what you were referring to. Fuck, dude. No, I don't know. There's certain drugs that I would try. Like, I feel like I would try, like, LSD or some shit like that. I wouldn't be scared of that. But there's certain drugs that I think I'm just gonna stay away from. It's like, I think cocaine, any, like, opiate, I'm gonna just not. I feel like those are the drugs where it's like, I've known people who have been, like, addicted hardcore to, like, cocaine. And it's like, I don't want any part of that. LSD is good, but you have to be careful with it, to be fair. I mean, isn't it like, don't you build a tolerance to it super quickly? So you can't do it like every night, right? Try Jankum? I should just try lean. Coke was pretty cool, but not something I'd want to do on the regular. See, that's what they always say, and then they start doing it on the regular. Nah, I don't know. I like, Coke just seems like it's too expensive. And it's not chill. Like, if I had $1,000 and I was like gonna buy drugs with that $1,000, $1,000 will get you a lot of weed. Like, it will get you. That's like 2.5 years worth of weed, right? That's a lot. Like, if I put $1,000 into like buying weed, I would like never run out. But like cocaine, I feel like if you had $1,000 to buy as much cocaine as you could, you'd run out within the year, right? I don't know that much about cocaine, to be honest with you. Honestly, coke was pretty, yeah. I don't know, it's something that I see a lot of people do it, but it just, I don't know, it just always seems like that's a bad thing to get into. Discount if you have BBC. Loki reminded me of a kid I knew in high school. Everybody knew that one cokehead in high school. Except I didn't, because I was homeschooled. So if I knew a cokehead in high school, it would have been me. Coke or horror and heroin screws up with the reward system. Yeah, I don't know. I like weed because it's like you just chill out and you just go, hey man, what's going on, man? It's crazy. But like fucking, and plus like, if you get like a bad thing of cocaine, like if it's cut with like they cut it with fentanyl a lot, and it's like it's an upper, so it's like your heart it's like straining your heart. So if you do too much cocaine, your heart could explode, and it's like fuck, dude. Like you can't overdose on weed. Like there's no amount of weed that you can smoke that you'll die from unless you're not drinking water at all, because it's like the worst thing it does is dehydrate you. But like cocaine, you do too much cocaine, your fucking heart just says adios. That's scary, dude. That's fucking scary. As far as I know, you would have to do a lot of LSD to get tolerance enough to affect the dosage, because it takes such a small dose to get you going. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I've never done LSD, so I wouldn't know. I've done most of them and not a fan of any anymore. I'm glad I tried them at least. That's fair. That's a good point. That's a good, like, I think that's a good spot to be with it, you know? It's like, I don't know. I want to try a whole bunch of, like, psychedelic drugs, because I feel like psychedelics are the most fun. But there are also the kind of things where it's like, you can, I feel like if you do cocaine, you're not gonna gain any like life experience from doing cocaine, right? But if you do like ayahuasca, you know, you might walk out of that like with like some real like knowledge that you've gained about yourself, you know? Masaline is good also. I have no idea what that is. You can't overdose on weed because you'll be too baked to find the fifth joint. Well, like weed doesn't. You can green out on weed. You can feel like you're dying on weed. Don't get me wrong. Like I've greened out hard enough that I thought I was dying before. But that was because I made the mistake of taking a THCP gummy, which by the way is fully federally legal. But I took one THCP gummy, right? And I'm like, you know, I almost took two. I was like, fuck, dude. You know, I'm pretty sure I have a tolerance. Well, actually, I didn't have a tolerance, but like. I was like, you know, I might take two because I want to have fun, but I'm like, I'll be responsible. I'll just take one and see how it makes me feel. I had, like, the worst green out of my life on that one THCP gummy. Dude, I was fucking, like, cold sweating throughout the night. It took, like, 8 hours of me just being, like, cold sweating. My body was, like, fucking freaking the fuck out. I thought I was gonna die. But I wasn't, you know. It's man-made peyote. Ooh, what the fuck? What is peyote? That was fucking awful though, chat. Don't ever do that. I had rice-a-roni the night before, and it was I was throwing up so much that the rice-a-roni was coming out of my nose, and I had to like blow my nose to get the rest of the rice-a-roni out. It was awful. Lovely dress today. Oh, thank you. The cactus that gets you high. Oh, I don't know about a cactus that gets you high. Yeah, I don't know. Gummies can be fun, but they're like, I feel like gummies are the easiest to green out on, because it's like, once you take an edible, like, you're going on that roller coaster whether you like it or not. And if it's too much, it's too much. So people get paranoid on weed. Well, that's because weed really, like, focuses, like, your brain. And so if you're only focusing on, like, things that are stressing you out and you smoke weed, it will cause you to hyperfixate on them. And so it's like, oh, I'm stressed about the rent or whatever, or my bills, and then I'm just thinking about that all day. And then you take some, like, really strong weed, then all you're going to be thinking about is the bills, and it's like, you're going to be, like, hyperfixated on it. So you have to, like, learn what strains do that and how to, like, avoid that when it's happening. Because if you get, like, eventually you could just learn how to be like, oh, I'm high, this is stupid, I shouldn't be thinking about this. And then you can, like, fix it. But, like, people, especially people who don't know how to do that, will just get fucked. I think that's why edibles sketch me out. It's pretty easy to not take another hit. But edibles, once you've eaten it, it's in there. Yeah. You gotta really, like, the way you do edibles, you find a brand. Like, if you buy, like, a thing of edibles online, you know, like the THCP, you start off with like half of it, right? Start off with half of one, see how that treats you, and if it didn't hit you very hard, then you take a whole one, and if it hit you hard, then you just start off with less than what you think will get you like really high, and then you'll be fine. Unless you want to get scary high, because it can be fun sometimes. I started out with a quarter gummy, then moved up to a third, and now I still take half and a year and a half. After a year and a half, yeah. For some reason, gummies did nothing for me, even though I tried to be careful. Was I scammed? It depends. How did you eat before you ate them? Because, like, edibles go through your digestive system. So if you eat, like, a really big meal before you eat them, it will slow down the rate at which it hits you. So if you're on an empty stomach and you take an edible, it's going to hit you really hard and really fast. But if you just ate, your body has to digest the food first before it gets to the weed. And so it takes a while longer. And it can hit you a lot later, too. That's why, like, a lot of people will happen. It's like they'll eat something and they'll take an edible. And then they'll, like, be an hour later being like, I don't feel anything. And let me take another one. And then the first one hits, and then you're just fucked. Don't take it on an empty stomach. You will get fucked. I was like the alcohol. I'm too old to learn how to handle another drug. Alcohol is the worst, though. Like, I feel like alcohol is so much worse than weed. Like, I don't understand how weed became... Well, I do understand it, because pharmaceutical companies. But the fact that weed is seen as this dangerous, like, you know, illegal drug that can, like, ruin your life, well, alcohol is just, you can buy it at the gas station. You know what I mean? Like, that's stupid. It's very stupid. Alcohol is so much worse for you than weed. Like... It gets you, like, just as, like, inebriated, but it, like, actively kills your body. It's poison. It's just straight up poison. Alcohol is just poison. It's, like, weed is a therapeutic, like, medicinal medicine. But alcohol is just poison. Like, I don't know. I like drinking on occasion, but, like, fuck, dude. I hate, like, getting drunk. Getting drunk sucks, and it's not fun. It's like, is being drunk worth the price of getting drunk? I don't know. I don't think it is most of the time, because it's like, it's so gross, right? You have to drink it, and it tastes like alcohol, so you're just like, ew! Ugh! And then you're drunk, which is great, but then you have a headache, because you're, like, drinking, and you have a headache, and then the next day, like, I don't know, if I drink too much alcohol, I can feel it the next day, like, not in an over, like, hungover kind of way, but in a, like, I feel my body just feels sick. I guess that is a hangover, but still, like, weed doesn't give you hangovers. Alcohol gives you a hangover. You drink too much alcohol, your body feels like it just got, like, violated. It's not good. I thought it was cotton industry that screwed up on the marijuana front. I think a lot of, like, the anti-marijuana stuff in the, I think it started off because hemp was a lot cheaper to produce than cotton. So, yeah, it was cotton initially, because cotton was not as cheap to produce as hemp, and hemp was a lot more useful. And so the cotton industry lobbied the government to make hemp illegal. But then in the 80s, it was, like... They did, like, a whole the war on drugs and stuff like that, and then they did a lot of, like, anti-weed stuff in the 80s, and I think that was more pharmaceutical companies, because it's like, if you're a pharmaceutical company and you're selling, like, expensive drugs to people that need it, right, because it helps with, like, their pain or whatever, or it's the only way they can function, but weed does the exact same thing, except better and cheaper and with less side effects. It's like, obviously, you're not going to sell that expensive drug if there's a better alternative like that. So they lobby the government to make it illegal to get weed so that they can keep selling you the expensive drug, which is probably worse for you than weed. After 13 years, I'm a fucking alcohol expert. I get wasted regularly and haven't had a hangover in years. Yeah, usually when I drink alcohol, I consciously drink more water. Like, I will, like, if I drink a lot of alcohol and I know I have, I will find water and I will drink it. I think the night I was, like, the most drunk, there was, like, it was like a party, and there were these little tiny bottles of water, you know? And I was just, like, every drink I had, I would drink one of those bottles of water, and I didn't have a hangover. But I could still feel, like, my body being like, why? Why? Why have you done this to me? I don't get hangovers after I start taking honey before bed when I drink it. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but can't weed replace a fuck ton of meds if people learn to accept it? Yeah, like a bunch of them. It's like, it's so very medicinal. And a lot of people get a lot of benefits from it. It's very, very beneficial. Like, even from, like, a mental standpoint, like, it can help your mental health if you use it right. It can help with a lot of things. Like, for me, I like the munchies, because I need to eat. It actively makes it easier to eat, which is, like, a huge deal for me. It's like, if I am, like, not hungry, and I'm just, like, just not feeling good, that my body just will not let me eat. It will just be like, oh, no. But if I'm high, I can, the munchies will just be like, fuck it. And it would literally help me eat. So it's like, it's really useful for things like that. But especially for people with, like, arthritis, you know, joint pain is a big thing on joint pain. It can help a lot with that. It does so many things, which is why the pharmaceutical companies hate it. Because it replaces so many drugs that cost more, that are more unhealthy. It's fucking stupid. Is Bat Vibe screaming in the background? He is, yes. He's downstairs playing a video game. I don't know what he's doing, but he is screaming downstairs. It's just like the other drugs that are overprescribed to people who just want to smoke weed, to be fair. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that's the thing. But I feel like if people want to get high, then fuck it. Who cares, right? Again, it's like, I feel like getting high is less bad than getting drunk. You know what I mean? If you're high, you can still function for the most part, you know what I mean? Unless you're really high, but, like, I can, like, function relatively well if I'm high, you know? Like, you know, I don't really, like, need to worry about that too much. But if you're drunk, like, you're fucked. You can't do anything. I mean, either way, you're not driving. Like, you shouldn't drive high either way. But it's, like, I don't know, if I'm in a store and I'm baked as fuck, I can, like, cover. You know, I can just be okay. Like, if I'm in Walmart, but I wouldn't go to Walmart drunk. I'd go to Walmart high, but I wouldn't go to Walmart drunk. You know? Betsy cranking the hog downstairs. So weed allows you to eat leftovers. It makes it easier, but it depends. Because, like, it really is an OCD thing about the food. And so if my OCD is strong enough, it will overpower the weed. But sometimes, like, the munchies can be so hard that it will allow me to, like, calm that part of my brain for a second. Did you eat anything today? Hell no, I didn't eat anything today. Hell no, I didn't eat anything. I function better on edible, honestly. It depends. I don't know. It's like, you really can't be high all the time. It's like, if you're getting high all the time, then I think that's too much. But it's like, it's, I don't know. I've had moments where, like, I'll get really high, and then I'll have, like, an aha moment about something, where it's be like, I'm, like, thinking about this problem, but, like, you'll get really high, and it will, like, give you a third person perspective on it. And you'll be able to go, like, wow, this is so much easier. Like, I understand this now. And I, like, you can, like, take that out of it. It's really cool. Only drink, for flavor. That's why I only drink certain things. Yeah, I don't know. I like Malibu. If I'm gonna drink, I like Malibu. But I like it for the flavor. When I would like to see the security video of Walmart when Astra is high, lol. I don't think it would be that entertaining. I can be pretty, like, I could be pretty, like, when I get high, I'm just quiet, right? Like, if I'm high, I'm just, like, I just turn quiet. I don't really, like, I'm not, like, people, I guess people get high in different ways, but, like, if I'm high, it's, like, I'm trying to make myself not stick out, so. Astra high out Walmart, here's a YouTube idea. The dress matches my hair? Oh, thank you. Astra high out Walmart. I'd rather not be high at Walmart. I don't like to be high in public. Being high, if I'm high, I like to be home where I don't have to worry about anything. Like, I hate having responsibilities when you're, you know, when you're high. It's, like, the worst. So it's like, if I got responsibilities, I'm gonna do them first, right? If I gotta, like, go somewhere or do something, that's why I don't like to smoke before I stream, because I hate being high on stream. So it's like, I like to, I hate being high on stream. It's so, if I'm gonna, like, get high, I'm gonna wait until everything else is done, and then you get high. I feel like things like that, little rules are good to keep your, you know, yourself balanced a little bit. I'm planning for my vacation and considering adding Amsterdam to the itinerary, but I don't really know if I could handle going to a funny cafe on going, hello, one weed, please. Amsterdam is interesting. I want to go to Europe. But I don't know when I'll do that. It'll probably be a long time from now. These 2 years have flown by. They really have. I don't even know how it's been 2 years. It's been fucking time, dude. It's going by too quickly. I feel like I have the lifespan of a fly. Just fucking going hard and then dead. I'm gonna be 80. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. I'm gonna be 80 years old, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, what the hell happened? Look at the stream, no." You want to go to Europe? I mean, I'd like to go to Europe. I'd love to go to Germany and find some of my ancestral like homes. Not necessarily the buildings, but like where my ancestors used to live, like the city that they used to live in. You're dying. I'd like to go there and like visit that. I'd like to visit Norway. I'd really like to visit Japan though. Because like I really gotta visit Japan. No one has visited my sister in Japan. Nobody. And so I really want to go visit my sister. Look on the bright side. If you're 80, you could run for president. That's true. That's true. I could. Hey, I think we should lower taxes and make firearms fully legal. No more laws on firearms. I signed first day in office, I signed an executive order stating that every gun law on the books is unconstitutional and is illegal. Michelle Trashberg from Harriet and Spy passed on. What? Who? And you got assassinated. And you got assassinated. No, I don't think that would get me assassinated. It would be my second executive order, which would be banning lobbying. That would get me executed. It's like a sniper outside the Oval Office waiting for me to finish signing that one bill. No more lobbying. Nope. To be fair, Japan is pretty far away and pretty expensive. Yeah, but so is Europe. If I'm gonna go to Europe, I'm probably gonna go to Japan first because be way cheaper. I don't know, Chad. Maybe I could get a cheap flight to like Sweden, and then I can go from Sweden to like Europe, and then I can go from. Excuse me. Maybe I can go from Europe to like Russia. Maybe in like a couple years when we're not so on such tension relationships with Russia. But like, if I can go from like, if I can get a cheap flight to like across the pond somewhere, like maybe I could get a really cheap flight to like Quebec, and then maybe I can get a cheap flight to Greenland, and then maybe I can get a cheap flight to Iceland, and then I can get to Europe that way. And I can just find cheap flights from one country to the next. And eventually I'll make my way, like, to Russia and through Siberia and then into Japan. That'll work. That'll be great. Or maybe I could skip Russia altogether and go south. Like, maybe I could go down through, like... maybe not. I'd probably rather go through the Siberia than, like, India, you know? And Afghanistan. I could go south and go through, like, Turkey... into like Afghanistan and then into like, you know, India, and then I can go to like Thailand and Vietnam. Gesundheit. Europe is less expensive than Japan, but a good bit depending on where you go. I don't know. I gotta just like find a bunch of people to like bum off of. I'll just hitchhike through Siberia. Do you think that they would you think if I went to Siberia that it would be, that'd be a funny fucking video series, right? Femboy goes to Siberia. See, no other femboy's gonna do that. Can I go to Siberia? What's in Siberia? Is there like, is that possible? Like, am I allowed to go to Siberia? Like, if I made my way over to Europe somehow, like, say I'm over in Germany or England or whatever. Let's say I make my way from Florida all the way up to Maine, going over into Quebec, and then like somewhere, probably in Quebec, probably take a flight from here to Greenland, and then Greenland to Ireland or the United Kingdom, and then I can go from England down into France, and then through Germany, Poland. So here's the issue. I gotta get through like this wall. I think. Because this is Russia, right? This is a part of Russia. I think. Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia, I think we're on good terms with. So I could probably go from Poland to Lithuania, and from Lithuania to Latvia, and this Latvia to Estonia. I could probably go from there to Finland if I wanted. But if I could get... If we're on good terms with Russia, then I just go into Russia. Can I go? Like, and then there's a train that goes from over here to over here, right? Isn't there a Trans-Siberian Railway? Can I take that? Can I go on that? Like, if I go here, am I gonna die? Like, is someone gonna kill me if I, like, go here? Finland mentioned. Berkeley. A lot of flights go from New York City to Iceland then to the UK. I wonder how cheap that would be. Vlad could take you. You get a boat across the Atlantic. Yeah, but I feel like that's more expensive. There are sleeper trains. Fuck, dude. I'd love to go on the Trans-Siberian, like, railway. All the way through to, like, here. Because I'd have to make it all the way to this city, right? Oh, this is crazy. Because this is, like, a completely different climate. The only problem is, how would I communicate? Because would I be fine communicating, or would I be fucked? Would I, like... Would I have to, like... Would somebody kidnap me? Would I get, like, murdered if I did this? You could just go to the West Coast and take a boat to Novosibirsk. But that's not fun. I want to go the long way, because that's more fun. Phone apps. I mean, yeah, I guess I could use translation apps. I don't know. I feel like there are some places that you, like, go to and then you get, like, yoinked. Is this one of those places? Outside of Moscow or St. Petersburg, you need to know Russian. Blять. I know that. Does that work? Or just go up to somebody and be like, yeah, blять, suka. Suka, blять. This is cool, though. I like this place. No, you just fucked, you'd be super fucked? It's just sneaking into the gulag? I don't know, because if I could, like, take the Trans-Siberian Railway from, like... I don't know where it ends. It might end up here. In that case, I'd have to, like, wrap around somehow. I don't know how I would do that. I guess if I really wanted to, like, get to Japan, it would be easier to, like, go on a road trip all the way through the U.S., up through Canada, and then to Alaska. And I could probably take, like, a ferry from one of these Alaskan islands over to Japan. Like, maybe I could, like, leave my camper or something over in Alaska, and I could take a flight from Alaska to Japan. I wonder if that would be cheaper. I don't know how popular Americans are in Russia. Right now, I don't know. I'm not sure. You'd have to wait for tensions to cool down a little bit. You can't cross over Alaska to Russia? You can't? There's no way to get from here to Japan. Unless... Is there, like, an airport down here or something? How cheap are the flights from, like, Sapporo, Japan, and Hokkaido to Anchorage? Because, like, I would take a road trip. Like, I would totally do a road trip. That'd be fun as fuck. You're moving to Russia? Absolutely not. Suka, do you think I could pass for Russian? Like, do you think if I really got my Russian accent, they could pass for the Russian? Do you think they would know? Do you think they would know that I am not one of them? It freezes now and then, doesn't it? Imagine you're trying to explain to a stone-faced smoking Russian on the train. Haha, get it? Trans-Siberian Railway? I don't know, I might get, like, beat up. I feel like if I did that, I would end up getting, like, attacked somewhere along the line. Why not? I think that place aligns with your values. Russia? I don't know if Russia aligns with my values. I don't think they like femboys very much in Russia. I think I'm pretty sure, like, Russia's one of the most, like, anti-trans, like, countries. Yeah, they're openly anti-LGBT. Like, there was a fucking funny-ass, like, ad that was, like, propaganda ad from Russia that was, like, this Russian family that was immigrating to the U.S., and they got on the plane, and it was a whole bunch of, like, gay people on the plane, and so they realized, like, midway through the flight that they need to get off and go back to Russia because everyone in America is gay. You pass for Russian except if you spoke. Gonna end up as a boy wife for some oligarch Morgas. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Russia's very femboy friendly. I don't think they like the femboys over in Russia. But that might be why it'd be funny to like go to Siberia and I see like what do Siberians think of femboys? Because Siberia is pretty different than like mainland Russia, right? It's like almost its own thing. I don't know, maybe not. I just want to go to Japan. Really, that's it. That's all I want to do. Don't go to the American bleh. You might have to sit next to gay on the plane. Yeah, that was literally the ad. It was like just like everybody was gay, and they were like, "Oh, gay people, we can't do that." There are more femboys and trans people in St. Petersburg than in any U.S. country. Do you think that's true? There are more femboys and trans people in St. Petersburg than there are in any U.S. I don't think that's accurate. I don't think that's accurate. Is St. Petersburg known for their femboys? Shit, maybe I should just go to St. Petersburg. I'd fit right in. Russia seems to like a much more trustworthy ally, according to our guy. Much more trustworthy than their own intelligence agency, even. What? To be fair, I don't trust our own intelligence agencies. The CIA is fucked. Russian MMA promoter and gangster found his singer friend was gay. Singer died. Helsinki 2017. Man, I do want to go to Finland though. Finland's cool. I'd love to go to Finland. No one in Russia would care if an American femboy got beat up or disappeared. This is true. This is very true. They probably would not care if I could like disappeared somewhere. What if I went to Russia and then they like kidnapped me and used me as like negotiations? They used me as a bargaining chip for like the end of war negotiations. I need to move there. I don't know. Is St. Petersburg known for femboys? I've never heard that. I've heard Poland is known for their femboys, but I don't think there are many femboys in Poland, to be honest with you. I don't know where Poland got the femboy meme because like pretty sure Poland is not very femboy friendly. I mean, there are some ridiculously hot trans girls and femboys. Are there? I haven't seen any. I think they'd want to make use of you before they end you. I don't know, man. I think some people are like, they just rather just kill you. I don't think they want to fuck you. At least not me, anyway. Adrian? Yeah, Adrian's the only femboy I know. And the reason why I say that about Poland is because I've talked to Adrian. And Adrian is like... Adrian had to, like, stop being a femboy for a while. Didn't they? Is Adrian still a femboy? I think did they have to, like, completely stop doing it altogether? I haven't even heard about that, but I haven't heard about what's happened with Adrian in a long time. But I know they moved back to Poland, but I'm not sure. I know it was like tricky because the femboy thing didn't match there. This is a UFC heavyweight fighter just got knocked the fuck out. Damn. Moscow and St. Petersburg are the closest to European-wise value-wise. Sure, it's a bargain bin Europe, but it's better than Chelyabinsk. Ask Adrian if there are any Polish femboys. I think I've asked. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, Adrian stated before that it's not like there are not a lot of femboys there. Poland is a very right-wing country. They're very like traditionalist and very like religious. They're like the you know, the gym bros who are all like fuck femboys, fuck gay people. Ugh. You know what I mean? Like fuck gay people, god damn it. I'm gonna go hit the gym. Ooh. Wasn't this talked about on the podcast because he couldn't return to it? Well, no, I think they Adrian did go back. Like I know Adrian like showed me their apartment in like Poland, and it's like I think they got back. I just don't know if they I don't know if they're doing the femboy thing. Because last I heard, like, Audrian's, like, cousin or something found their TikTok and then exposed that to, their dad. And so Audrian's dad was like, no. And so he, like, Audrian had to hit, like, the emergency red button of burn everything. Audrian had to entirely move on from that life as to keep up the idea that they were doing it as a joke. Yeah. That it's like they had to, like, Audrian had to, like, say they were doing it as a joke because their dad found out, and it was like they had to completely stop. Is that where that ended? Is that where that, like, story and saga ended, or are they back at it? Or is Audrian still living in the thumb of their father? Just imagine your family finding your OF. Yeah, but I wouldn't stop being a femboy if they did. Like, I don't really, like, I'm pretty sure my sister knows about it. Like, I'm not, like, that, like, ashamed of it that I would be, like, if my family found my OF, I'd be like, yeah, I mean, you gotta make money somehow, man. You gotta make money in this economy. Otherwise, like, I wouldn't care. Like, my dad is not, I'm not gonna fucking change what I'm doing in my life because my dad doesn't like it. My dad can get fucked. Poland is a more liberal government now. Is that true? Catholic plus Eastern Europe equals no like femboys. Very cringe. Astra has an OF. Pretty much, though, I haven't been able to check it since the drama from the person whose account is now deleted and got me banned from everywhere. Aw, shit. Think of the femboy stomachs. Can't be a femboy in my household. Sadly, I just do it anyways. They'll hate me. My dad is dead. Don't gotta worry about that. Lol. Yeah. Yeah, some people are very anti-femboy. And it's sad. It's like a lot of parents are like, my kid ain't gonna be a femboy. Hell no. Hell no. It's like my dad, I don't think my dad likes it either. My dad's like, I feel like he's very, he likes to ignore it a lot, and he likes to not, I don't think he likes to acknowledge that it's reality. Like, I went to Iowa, and he was like, we were at like this mall, like shopping for my sister or something like that, and we were looking at like these like, he was showing me these like flannel like lumberjack shirts, and was like, hey, you need one of these? And I'm like, what the fuck I'm gonna, if I wear like a flannel like that, I'm gonna look like a turbo lesbian. What? I don't know. He was like showing me dress shirts and ties. Like, I'm gonna go to an interview wearing a goddamn tie. If I fucking put on a suit and wear like a goddamn tie, I'm gonna look like such a jabroni. Helsinki 2017 is hilarious because it showed just how much more powerful the US was over Russia. Yeah, talking about that getting fucked. Did they get the goal yet? No, I have to call them. Lumberjills are cool too. Maybe, but that's not the vibe I'm going for. How could he ignore his much you've changed? I don't know, but it's like, I feel like if I asked him, he would say like, I feel like he's like trying, like holding out for me to say, oh yeah, I just don't do that anymore. You know, that was just a phase. I think that's what he's holding out for, but he's like, I don't know, need boxer shorts? Yeah, he's like that. It's like, what the fuck, man? I think he doesn't like it. I guess I can understand that. I think a lot of older men who are fathers, you know, if you're a dude and you have a kid and you have a son, that's like your son. You don't want to see them taking it up the ass, because it's like that's just like, it hurts your pride as a father that you raised a male that ended up being a femboy. I feel like a lot of people don't like it. I feel like my dad doesn't like it because of that, but I don't know. I would just made it illegal to discriminate against sexuality and gender identity. Damn. Typical Iowa L. Even though I'm pretty sure that was already a thing in Florida. My girlfriend's friend said it was very weird finding out I'm bisexual because and I quote, "You look like the kind of person who's more likely to hate crime a femboy than kiss them." Lol. What the fuck? Yeah, see, here's the thing. If I owned a camper, right? If I had one of these campers, and then Florida initiated the end all trans people bill, where they round up trans people and put them in the camp, then I could just drive away. See, we gotta get the femboy. We gotta get the fanboy camper. We gotta donate. We gotta make it happen, chat. Thought daughter or gay son? To be fair, no one wanted to see their kid having sex until unless they are weird. Yeah, that's true. But I feel like for a father, you know what I mean? It's like you want your kid to be your son to grow up to be a man, and it's like clearly like I feel like it's bothersome to some people for that, and I can understand that, but I also don't care. Except for the YouTube fathers exploiting their kids for views. Yeah, that sucks. See, chat, I just gotta get, like... Why does it always open the goddamn chat box when I don't want them to do it? That's really annoying. Chat, if I get this... Look at this. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous vehicle. I could get this for 13 grand. I think it's like 14 grand. I could get this. And it would be beautiful. But I don't know if I want that one. Because it's too expensive. That one's also too expensive. That one's like also too expensive. This is pretty cheap though. I feel like I could rock this one. I think the one that I'm looking at the most right now though. Oh, actually there's this one. This one looks pretty decent. This one looks pretty decent. This shag carpet. I know. I think the main one I'm going for is this like this Toyota. I think this one would be the best option. It's literally 1984. Sell 2 of your guitars and you could afford that. I don't know, man. It'd be hard to sell a guitar because I feel like I'd get like screwed on the price. I don't think I'd make that much money off of it. There's one part of this that concerns me. I can't tell if the back there has like water damage or not, but I guess we'll see. I think my brother might actually go look at this for me, which is cool. But this one's like this might be it. This might be it, chat. Cuz like I really like fuck what where is it? Is this one? No, it's not it. Hold on. Where's the one with the layout? Here we go. I really like this layout. But like I don't know, it feels more cramped. I feel like this layout might be a little bit less cramped, but I'm not sure. Hello. Hello, Ashman. It would be tough to sell the gibbies. It would be tough to sell the gibbies. Like I could. Like, if someone, like, offered me, like, $6,000 for my V, I'd probably take it. Like, if someone, like, straight up said, cash in hand, I will pay you $6,000 for your flying V2, I'd probably take it. Because $6,000 would, like, easily get me into a camper, and I would be like, fuck it. It's worth it. But, like, if I decided to, like, sell the V, I'd probably have to put it on Marketplace or something, and then have to wait for it to get sold. And it might not. And if I, like, wanted to sell it fast, I'd have to go to, like, a guitar store, and they would probably pay, like, $1,000 for it, which is not nearly what it's worth. So I'd be just taking it up the ass on the price. To not need to do BP, you must have the camper, but to get the camper, you must do BP. I don't know. Well, if I had a camper and if I needed money, that's part of the reason why I like the campers. Because if I was like, I needed money, like, and I couldn't find a job, I could always just do BP. Because BP could support the camper easily. So it's always an option. It's part of the reason why I like that idea. Plus, you know, if like a hurricane comes, I can just drive away. If all of a sudden I can't get estrogen in Florida anymore, I can just drive away. Never go to a store to sell a guitar. Yeah, it's like, I feel like I'd get shafted. As part of the problem with, like, the guns, too, is, like, I could sell, like, some of these guns, but, I don't know, I feel really bad about it. I don't really want to sell. The guns are gifts, so it's really hard to sell them. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should just sell a guitar. I just don't know which guitar I would sell. And it's like, I could sell my Washburn, maybe, but that's, like, I wouldn't get nearly... I'd get maybe $200 for that. Maybe. Probably not. Like, $150 for that. I could probably get like $1,000 for my Les Paul, but fuck, I don't want to sell either one of those things, you know? It's like it sucks, because like the V was like sold to me by a friend of our, like a family friend who passed away. And so it's like, I don't want to sell that guitar, because it's kind of special, right? And then it's like, it just fucking sucks. Sell my soul? Do PP? Hurricane coming your way, just leave. It legally can't follow you outside its jurisdiction. Listen, I need someone to donate like $2,000 and I'll be set. I'll be fucking set. I don't know. I think your sentiment is worth more than the cash. The problem is though, it's like if it would get me into this would be so cool. Like I think this might be the play. I really liked the Nova Star, but the guy never got back to me, so I don't know if that one's a possibility. And like all the other good options are like $10,000 plus. So this one seems pretty good. It's already got solar panels. Like the guy responded to me, so he's already in communication with me. So I can talk to him about it. And I know I can have my brother go look at it. The thing I like about this one though is like I think the layout would be a little bit better. Cause like the other layouts are like there's the other layouts that I like, but I think this would be a little bit more open. And I think that'd be nice. I do like the rear dinette though. Like if I were to go with like this one, this would be like this one's like would be perfect, right? Cause it's got a manual transmission, it's got like the perfect setup. Like this would be the best option I could go with if I wanted to be the most comfortable. But $15,000? Who the fuck has $15,000? That's insane. This is like a much more reasonable option. I think the layout would be a little bit more open. It'd make me feel like I have more room. I don't know though. I don't know. Let's see. Ace Fit, that looks like you can go to a fancy restaurant. Hell yeah. Don't sell your innocence for a camper, not BV's innocence is a different story. No, PV. Yeah, well, I'll get Bat Vibe to do a BP and then I'll just pimp him out for money. Can anyone spare a small loan of $1 million? I have a small loan of $1 million. Ashley could work at a high-end restaurant in that fit. I mean, I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know if I'd want to work in a high-end restaurant. I don't know if that would be good. How much solar does it have? And are the batteries lead acid or lithium? The batteries are, it has two, I think AGM. Yeah, it has two AGM 100 amp hour deep cycle batteries. Apparently the one only charges halfway, and so I'd probably have to get a new one. But the batteries themselves for like the set is like $400 for both batteries, so that's not too bad. I do think that with all of the electronics I'd want to use, I'd have to add more solar panels and probably a bigger inverter, and I'd probably have to put a chunk of change into the electrical system. But that's stuff I could like work on over time, you know what I mean? Like I feel like the electrical system would have to be increased. I'd have to probably get a bigger alternator on it. I'd probably have to put more solar panels on the roof. Because it's got enough solar to, like, charge the batteries, but if I'm running, like, a computer off of it, like, my concern is, like, I've got a beefy computer, and it takes a lot of power, so it's, like, I don't want using my computer just to take up all the fucking battery. Then again, I guess, ideally, if I'm, like, using my computer, I'm probably at a campsite, so I can just do that. Are you male or female? I don't know. What do you think? Why don't you take a wild guess? Do you take Monopoly money? No, unfortunately. Unless the camper guy took Monopoly money, in which case. You could go for a DIY lithium for $400. Might actually increase the capacity. Good. I would probably want to get a generator for backup power. Probably also because it's like, if I'm living in Florida and I've got cats and I lose power, I need the AC to be running, like, all the time. So I'd probably want to get like a generator. But that's the cool thing about like this one though, right? Is like look at like this one comes with this little like cool little thing on the back. I could put so much shit there. I could put like I could put a generator in there. I could put something in there. That would probably work. I don't know. It's like I feel like this one's pretty like solid for what it is. Like I don't know if it has any water damage. I can't see any. But if it doesn't have any water damage, I feel like this would not be a bad one. I'd rather honestly have like one with a fiberglass, because fiberglass is easier to maintain, it's easier to repair, it's easier to keep leaks out. So like if I could find one that's fiberglass that's not $15,000, that would be like better. Like, I feel like this would be better in the long run. But I don't have fucking $15,000. I don't think that's in the budget. But this one, I don't know. So are you real? What does that mean? Am I real? No, I'm just an AI. I'm just like I'm an AI bot that's just coming to you. I'm like constantly being generated. I can't spare 6K. Free stuff, box on the back. It has to be locked, you know what I mean? Have to be locked. Probably lock it. Probably find some sort of thing to lock. That's probably where I put my like fishing pole and my tools and shit. Nut Torque was my nickname in high school. Why? Why though? Nut Torque. What's going on, Nut Torque? I don't know, chat. We'll see. Fit check. What kind of tax refund will you be receiving? Add it to the camper fund. I don't know if I will be receiving a tax fund. I don't think I made enough last year to get a return. Yeah, it's like, I guess I could, like, if I got a tax return, I could add it. Like, imagine if I just got, like, a $3,000 tax return for no reason. Bruh. I would be fucking, that would be, like, I would go to church. If I, like, wake up tomorrow and I have, like, a $3,000 tax return, I would go to church. I'd be like, God damn it. God damn it, he is real. Yeah. There's something about Nut Torque on the dashboard in one of the pictures, and it made me giggle. Oh, I mean BV's tax return. I don't think he's getting that much of a tax return either. I don't know why he would have more of a tax return than I would. Looking great tonight? Oh, thank you. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be real fun. I think it'd be real fun. Driving one of these things. Driving one of these things around. Fuck, dude. Not sure Bat Fives is all that hot on the RV, unless I'm mistaken. No, I mean, he's coming around on it. I've convinced most people. Like, I've been working on... Chat, you don't understand. I've been working on this camper idea for fucking months. I've been slowly corrupting the people around me that into accepting the idea as a good idea. I've been slowly converting the people around me into the believers. Hold on. What? Toyota camper. And Dawa's tax return. I don't think Dawa's getting that much of a tax return. Is anyone driving one of them? Can I see someone like... Can I see you some, like... Hold on. Hold on. You're not convincing me. I think this is basically the layout that I've got, right? Is it a plan to hop from Walmart to Walmart once you get a camper? No. I'd have like a lot that I would get and put it on. Oh, see, now that's kind of cool. I like how that has. I think there is a camp, like an RV campground website that basically if you pay like $600 a year, you can stay at any of their parks all year round. You just have to move parks every 2 weeks. So it's like you could stay at one park for 12 days and then you have to move. So I'd probably spend like a week in one park and I would go to the next park. It is like completely free. So it's like, it ends up being like $50 a month. The only problem with that is I don't know if they would let me do it with a camper that old. A lot of campgrounds have like restrictions on how old your camper can be. So I'd have to find campgrounds that don't have a restriction. But say that this company that I found that did this is like a big company. They have like RV parks all over the country. So if I paid like $600 and they didn't care about my camper, I could just literally go from campsite to campsite to campsite for $50 a month and never have to worry about it. That would be ideal. But eventually, what I'd like to do more than that, though, is if I could just literally find a lot to put it on, like, at somewhere, or I could just pay, like, monthly for a lot that I don't have to move it, you know? KOA. KON has one in the Keys, too. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it's like, that would be ideal if I could do that. Again, I don't know if they would let me do it with, I don't know if they'd let me do it with, whatchamacallit, with my if it's that old. Like, maybe if I sent them a picture and I had, like if I bought, for instance, where is it? Where did it go? If I bought, for instance, this camper, and I, like, sent them pictures of it, they might be like, okay, that's clean enough, that looks nice enough, we'll let you park it here. But some people don't. Like, sometimes they'll let you, like, the person up front will let you park, or, you know, stay there, and then the manager will say, your campers from 1985 is not allowed here, because it's too old. But this one at least looks nicer. If I got this one, it'd be a little bit harder, because it doesn't look quite as nice on the outside, so it'd be harder to convince people to let me park it. But hold on, let me find this. Where was that? KOA? KOA campgrounds. This is even different than the one that I found. This is like a different deals, Goodyear, hot deals overview, RV share, outdoorsy, cooperative, progressive, and RV insurance, hot deals. Where's the? Can I get like? Hold on. Let me find this. Let me find this for 1 second. Astra. Are you looking to live in permanently with Jizzy? I mean, ideally, eventually we'll find like a house that we'll buy together. But like, the idea is that if we don't have to pay rent for this apartment, it'd be a lot easier to like save money to do that. Hold on. Is this the one I'm thinking of? No, it's not the one I'm thinking of. You know what? There is, though, chat. There are a lot of RV parks in Florida that are nudist RV parks, and that would be interesting. Now that would be an interesting that would be a real interesting thing. I was looking at an RV for another trans streamer. That's interesting. I mean, what I really want is I want something that I could, like, live in for, like, a couple years. So I could, like, park it at a campground or something and just, like, live in it for a while. But then once I'm done and we actually get a house, I want to be able to, like, keep it nice and, like, keep it as, like, an actual camper. So that's kind of, like, what I want to do with it. So I have to find one that, like, I want to keep after. Like, I don't want to buy, like, a piece of shit that I hate. Did I bookmark it? Is that what I did with that? Hold on. Bookmarks. What the fuck? Where did I find that? God damn it. Where did I find it? Did I have that open on another? God damn it. I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went, chat. I don't know where it went. Actually, wait, no, I can find it. Naked RV, nobody work on the RV. I think it'd be really funny. Because it's, like, cheaper if you go to, like, one of those, like, naked parks, it's cheaper. And you don't have to be naked. So there's a nude beach a bit south of the Space Center. There's a really big nudist colony in that area too, but I'm not actually sure where I've been, where I've never been. I'm worried that you're going to try it and hate it. Well, the problem is, like, I feel like it'd be a lot of fun. It would be, I think it'd be a lot of, it'd be a big change. It'd be a really big change, that's for sure. Like, it would be, I think it would be a pretty drastic change to, like, downsize enough to live in it. But I feel like that's one of those skills, you know, if I can gain a life skill to be able to live in a space that small, like, continuously, I feel like that's a good thing to learn. And it's just, I've been, like, obsessed with the idea for long enough now that I'm, like, it might be something I actually want to, like, pursue. But I don't know. I think it'd be really fun. I think for the stream, it would be really fun, because I could, like, go different places, especially if I'm going to, like, a different RV park every other week. It'd be really cool to see, like, different scenery and shit like that. I could, like, travel. I could, like, live stream myself driving. You know, I could do, like, driving streams where I'm just, like, driving to the next park or whatever. I think there's a lot of stuff I could do with it. It'd be really fun. And regardless, like, I like the idea that I could just go wherever and have, like, a, you know, a roof or something, you know? I think it would be, like, tricky. It would be definitely, like, a trick to learn how to do it. And it would be, like, a big challenge. But I think it would be a good life experience. You know, chat? I think it would be a good life experience. Where is the fucking thing that I was looking for? Hold on. I'm like, I gotta find this now. Because, like, I'm angry. What? This is the guy I found the video on. Did it? Oh, fuck, I don't know. I don't know where the fuck... Hold on. Is it in my history? Can I just find it there? Probably. You've got my vote. I'm pretty sure that's not allowed on the beach. Could you watch rockets exploding? I did see a rocket take off from Cape Canaveral. That was pretty cool. I saw it like all the way over in Orlando, but it was like cool. Am I too far back now? Hey, I don't know where it went. Fuck. Alright, well, I'll find out later, I guess. It's not the most important thing right now. You just sugar daddy to buy it? It's exactly what I need. I'm also thinking about getting an RV and going back to school. The way I see it, yeah, it's going to be a challenge, but it's a lot more fun than the challenge of having to pay for an overpriced apartment every month. That's where I'm at. Like, if I could save money and not have to spend money on, like, an apartment, and I don't ever have to worry about getting evicted from, you know, my camper, like, that's a huge thing. Like, the security of just being able to have it wherever I go and be able to take it. It's like if it ever was literally like a thing where it's like, oh, Florida, like, passed a bill that made it so I can't get estrogen, then I would be so much harder to leave if I had, like, an apartment and not just a camper. You know what I mean? And I feel like the biggest challenge, I think, in my head is, like, trying to keep Puck and Moogie happy, because I don't want them to be cramped. I need to, like, I'd have to, like, take Puck for walks. Like, I'd have to get her used to going on walks, and I'd have to, like, make sure she gets exercise every day. But I think if I just, like, stay diligent about it, it would be okay. How many days a week do you actually go outside? Anyway, I go outside most days. I don't spend a lot of time out there. Like, what am I gonna do out there? Other than, like, go to my car, then to the grocery store or some shit like that, but... Where are you gonna put all your stuff? I'd probably get a storage unit. I'm probably... Ideally, what I would do is maybe if I could even get, like... I don't think I could pull a trailer with the camper, but if I could get something and, like, get my stuff from Iowa down here... Like, if I could buy, like, a U-Haul pod, right? And then put all my stuff in the storage unit in Iowa in that pod, and then buy a bigger storage unit down here, and then put all my stuff from the storage unit in Iowa down here, and then all of my other shit in that. So I'd put most of my stuff in the storage unit. Because I already pay monthly for a storage unit, and I'd rather not have to pay monthly for 2 storage units if I didn't have to. Moogie near fast-moving cars, that will end well. Well, I wouldn't take Moogie on a walk. I'd take Puck on a walk. Moogie's not leaving the camper. She doesn't. She's fine. She doesn't need that much space because she doesn't move very fast. But I just don't want Puck to get too cramped. I think it should be fine. Like, we've lived in like that yellow room. They were together in that yellow room just fine. So I think it'd be okay. But it'd be something I'd have to think about. You said something. Where will the mail go? I have a PO box. The mail will go where it always goes. I already have a PO box. I don't have to worry about that. You might want to look into a KOA membership again. I can only find reward programs for $36. That's pretty good. I don't know what website it was, but I'll find it again. There was, I swear to God, there was a fucking camper website where it's like for like $700. I think it was like, if I paid on the 8th, I could have gotten it for like $650. But it's like $750 a year. And you can park for 12 weeks or 12 days at a time at any of their parks. So you could just go from park to 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 park. It's like year round. It's fucking cool. And that would be really fun in my mind. Like, if I could do that, because then it's like literally not paying anything for lot rent. Like $50 a month for rent. That's insane. And then I would see like so much new shit, and that would be really fun. And I can go from one park to another park and like do a whole bunch of shit. PO box is still in one place only. True. My long boxes will arrive at your PO box. You'll be able to take Puck for walks. Hell yeah. Yo, you said Moogie needs a walk earlier? Oh, I meant Puck. Puck's the one who needs walks. Where is Puck anyway? I feel like she must have not gotten in the room before I closed the door. I wonder if she's outside. Hold on. Let me check. Yo, Puck, you want in here? She was waiting outside. She was waiting outside the door for me. Hello, Puck. Fuck. See, I just need I need a giant test to just buy me a Tesla. I need them to just. I need a sugar daddy just to buy the nicest camper I can get. Yeah, if I had to move the PO box too, I don't think that'd be a much of an issue. Like, I could probably move the PO box one day. I gotta like move it, but if I don't think that'd be that big of a deal, because it's like, you know, you're not that far away from anything in Florida. So like, if I had to drive an hour and a half to go to my like PO box, I don't think that's that big of a deal. Especially if I have a camper, you know what I mean? It's just like I can go anywhere. The freedom, chat. The freedom. The freedom is palpable. I don't know. It might not happen. It still might not happen. But I always say that because you know, I have to. I feel like. Because if it doesn't work out, you know, I have to like temper my expectations. But I don't know. I keep looking at this one. This one's cool because it's called a Toyota Rogue. I'd love to be able to say that I drive a Toyota Rogue. And it looks pretty good. Like, I could put like a kayak on the roof. I could put a generator on the back. I could like, you could do a lot of shit with it. I feel like it'd be. I'd probably put like a ram bar on it or some shit. Maybe put some horns on the right there. I've seen other people do that. I still think the fiberglass one would be the best, but it's like, again, I don't. It's fucking $15,000. Like, motherfucker. If that one guy in Washington would only reply to me, that's all I need. This one's also cool, and I like the fact that this is a rear dinette. That's really cool. But I feel like this is a little bit more cramped than this one. It might. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just schizo. I don't know. I like the fact that this one has a separate bathroom. Like like the whole bathroom has like a separate like shower in it. Totally tabs, Batman. Rogue One. When do you think you need a camper? When? I don't know. Probably. I would like to get one in the next couple next couple weeks if I could. I'd like to get one as soon as possible, ideally. But we'll see. I don't know. When do I need a camper? I don't know. Could be a couple weeks. Could be a couple months. We'll see. USPS postal service sucks that it can't even get the normal mail correct, so I don't think trying digital mail system would work. Lol. No, I would just keep a P.O. box. I'd just keep a P.O. box somewhere where I'd probably keep it around, like, probably get one in Tampa somewhere, and just so I know I'm always going to be in that area, so if I want to, like, I'd probably just get P.O. box there, so I can always just come back to it, you know? But I was looking at, for the other streamer, was about 12K. Yeah, I mean, that's about, like, the price for, like, a decent one. Like, another, like, really good one is this one, right? Like, I've looked at this one before. Like, I've watched this one come on and off the market, and I really like it. Look how clean it is on the inside. It's really... Apart from, like, the fucking astrology curtains, it looks really nice. It's got a whole bunch of new shit on the engine. It's fucking really clean on the inside. It's already got a solar panel. It doesn't have fuel injection, which kind of sucks, but I guess it's okay. It's got clean, like, the bathroom looks really nice. Like, this is, like, the most ready to move in camper. But this one, I think, is, what, $14,000? So if I had $14,000, like, I might as well go with this one, because this one would be a better deal anyway, because it's fiberglass. This one's really nice, actually. I could rather go with this one if I was going to pay that much anyway. This one's pretty nice, too. This one's $11,000, right? But this one's also pretty clean. Problem is, this one and this one, or not that one, this one, they don't have stoves. They don't have, like, the ovens, which kind of sucks. Like, it should be right there, but it's not. And it's like, they got this little thing here. So I'd have to put that in, which would suck, but this one's actually really nice. This one might be one worth looking at. I also like the bronze wheels, but it doesn't have solar panels. It doesn't have complete regasket and fluid change. Interesting. It doesn't have a solar panel. It doesn't have the back thing, which I guess I could add. I could add the back piece there. It doesn't. It's not fiberglass. I don't know. And then there's this one for $65, but this one's in California. And it looks a lot more rough on the outside. But for the price, is it worth it? Because this is like a good $4,000 cheaper. Fuck, I don't know, chat. I don't know. We're in Cali? Let me find out. It is in Poway, California. It's next to San Diego. It's right here. Next to San Diego. And that's a pretty good drive if I were to drive from there all the way over to back to Florida. But that would still be fun. Like, I don't mind the cross-country road trip. This one looks pretty good. But again, it's like $6,500. It's a lot cheaper, but could I make it nice? The main thing I care about is if it has water damage. If it doesn't have water damage, I'm much more likely to go for it. That's my biggest concern. But like, look, this is pretty fucking rough. Like, it'd be harder to convince somebody if, like, they have a policy against older campers, and I show up in this, it'd be harder to, like, convince them that I'm not gonna be shitty. It does look pretty good. Is that a little bit of water damage? I can't tell. Is that water damage right there? It looks like there's no water damage, but then maybe, the guy I asked if there was any water damage, and the guy said there wasn't. So I don't know if it'd really suck to drive all the way over there. Or to fly all the way over there and then have to deal with that. Ah, this is cool, though. Hopefully it's not a money pit. That's the problem. Like, you get something that's too cheap and it could be a money pit. I want to avoid that. Now, see, here's the problem with something like this. This is cool, but, like, it's way too big. It's way, way, way bigger than... Oh, but I like the CRT that it's got in the dash. That's cool. I love that. I love the CRT that's just in the dash. The seats look comfy as fuck. It's a nice bathroom. Oh, this is actually kind of nice, I'm not gonna lie. It comes with 2 CRTs? Oh my god. Look at this dude. Miami, Florida. This is actually not terrible. It really isn't. But the problem is, like, again, it's going to cost me so much more to repair this thing. Like, if this thing has an engine problem, if it has, like, I guess it has a V8, but, like, if it has an engine problem, it's going to be, like, much harder to fix. I love this bathroom, though. This is cool. But it's going to be much harder to fix if it has any problems. Like, if I had to put tires on it, it's going to be like $1,000 to put tires on it. If I had to, like, do anything to it, it's going to be so expensive. Brakes on this are going to be so expensive. It'd be very, very expensive to upkeep. And then I couldn't, like, travel with it very easily. Because it's like, yeah, I could drive it, but the gas mileage is probably terrible. Probably gets, like, 8 miles a gallon, if that. Meanwhile, like, this thing gets 17 miles a gallon. That's pretty good. And if the engine ever, like, blew up, it'd be, like, significantly cheaper and easier to repair. If I had the Toyota. Or these are money pits. Yeah. That's what I'm worried about. It's like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I think about those kind of things, you know? If I bought, like, a bigger one, it'd be bigger and it'd be nice, but, like, I'm nervous that, like, I'd have to make a lot of repairs on it, and that would be a big deal. Like, it'd be much cheaper to make repairs on the Toyota. You're gonna want a small one. I feel like the Toyota, like, comparative to that, would be cheaper to own, cheaper to repair, cheaper to keep, cheaper to live in, cheaper to run. It's cheaper to cool, you know what I mean? It's like, that is nice, but, like, fuck, dude. I think this, I don't know. I've been on the Toyota kick. I've been on the Toyota kick for a while. I think I'm gonna want a Toyota. I feel like if I buy the other one, I'm gonna regret it. That did have a nice bathroom, though. I liked the bathroom that one had. That was kind of nice. I'm gonna keep that one open. So it is pretty cheap, and it is bigger. That is one thing. It is. I can't tell exactly how big, because he's, like, blocking it, but it is bigger, which is nice. It's got a lot more room and a lot more shit. But is that worth it? I don't know. Plus, it's not a manual, which sucks. I don't know, maybe. Maybe it'd be right. But again, I just think owning that for a long period of time would just get more and more expensive as time goes on. Basically, less RV, less material to fix. Yeah. But an RV that's built off of, like, a proper truck chassis, like, that one's built off of, like, a semi-truck chassis, right? And so since it's built off of that, every part on it is going to be the price of a semi-truck, right? You're live? Yes. Yes, I have been live for, like, an hour or so. But it's like, if I buy, like, a truck that's big, heavy-duty, Class A RV camper, then it's all going to be Class A prices. So it's like, if I want to do brakes, it's going to be $1,000 at least to do brakes on that thing. It's going to be, you know, comparative, it's probably going to be like a couple hundred to do brakes on the Toyota. If maybe a couple hundred to, like, 500. And it would be like $1,000 to, like, $1,500 to do brakes on the bigger camper. It would be, any engine repairs would be harder and more expensive. Any like, suspension repairs would be harder and more expensive. Any driveline repairs would be way more expensive. Just driving it in general would be more expensive because it doesn't get as good in gas. Like, that's why I really want one that's, like, if I had $15,000, I would just go with the Sunraider with the fiberglass body, because fiberglass is easier to fix and it's, like, way easier to keep nice. That's, like, a big deal for me. There's that fucking motherfucker who had the goddamn, hold on, let's see if I can find it again, this motherfucker. He had one in Sunraider and Metaphor. But there was a guy in Washington who had a Nova. I forget exactly what it was called, but it was, like, super nice, and it had the fiberglass, and oh, here it is. It's featured. It's even featured. And I'm gonna have to fucking email this guy again, because I emailed this dude and he never got back to me. But this would be ideal. Like, I feel like if I could conjure up 10 grand, this would be the move. Because look at this one. It looks gorgeous. Fiberglass exterior. It's got the cool rear dinette layout. It's fucking perfect. It's clean. It's ready to go. It's not as expensive as the other ones. It is so nice. It is so nice. And the only problem is it needs a head gasket. So I'd have to, basically, if I bought this, I would buy like a campground, like I'd pay for like a campground for like a week that I could go park it at. So I'd buy it, limp it over to that campground, probably pick up the head gasket from an auto parts store along with some tools and shit, and I would spend the entire week just knocking that shit out. And then once that's done, I fucking drive it all the way back. Back window, nice. Yeah, that would be ideal. I think if I could, if that would be the best option if I could do that one. I'm gonna email that guy again. I'm mad that guy didn't email me. I emailed him like a week ago and he hasn't gotten back to me. If you're able to get that big one, I could imagine the look on the dude's face seeing your tiny ass hop out of the driver's seat. Wonder if why that person is getting rid of it. Worry about having to keep putting money for parts that keeps busting. That's why something about the bigger one I wouldn't like. Again, like this toy, like for instance, this thing is built off of a Toyota Hilux, and the Toyotas are all built off of the Hilux. So this one I think has a 22RE engine, right? And yeah, the 22RE is ideal. Like there's one over here, I forget, like a lot, like hold on, where'd it go? It's not that one. This one. It's like, if you look at this one has a 22R engine in it, which is still really good. So the older ones had the 20R engine, which is really reliable, but the 22R is like the most reliable engine that Toyota ever made. This one's 22R though. It's got it's carbureted, so it's not got as much power and it's not as fuel efficient as the 22RE. The 22RE, which is what this one has, is fuel injected, so it's a little bit more reliable and it's a little bit more fuel efficient and a little bit more powerful, so that's nice. It's got the nicer engine, but the 22RE engine is like fucking bulletproof. Like it's built off a Toyota Hilux, and the Toyota Hilux is genuinely, like, specifically like the 80s Toyota Hilux, like this thing, are so goddamn reliable. There's a reason it's the Taliban's #1 choice of truck. Do you have anything planned for dinner today, or do we need a treat? No, I don't have anything planned for dinner. I was gonna eat some pizza rolls later. I'll probably still eat pizza rolls later, you know. Watch this video, not for Astra's eyes. Why? I've seen this before. Nobody calls it a Hilux in the US. Then what do people call it? That was for Davo, Astra. I know. I'm such a little stinker, aren't I? You know, buck. Bringing endorsement, the Taliban. Well, I mean, have you seen the fucking, like, here, Whistling Diesel Hilux? Like, this guy fucking destroyed these things. Like, this is basically the same truck, right? It is insane, the kind of, like, brutal testing he put these things through. Like, it's just didn't care. Like, they survived. Like, look at this fucking shit, dude. Oh, he ruined such a nice truck, though. It sucks. I think this has got the V6, but, like, I don't know if the V6 is as reliable as the inline 4. It's fucking insane. Like, I think he bought, like, he has, like, a collection of these now, because he was so impressed with how fucking durable this goddamn truck was. I think Top Gear did a thing on it, too. What is it officially called? Pizza or something different? Pizza. I can go for pizza. I could go for burrito, too, but Bats has got to eat, too. So pizza would probably be good. A sausage pizza would be awesome. I remember the OEF started and all the pictures of the old Toyotas were on the news, and Toyota put out statements saying, "We do not approve of their use by terrorists. We are glad to see they have lasted so long." Tacoma? No, it's not a Tacoma. Top Gear smashed the fuck out of one, yeah. It was called the Pickup, then called the Tacoma. Really? Huh. It's just a Hilux. I don't know why people wouldn't call it a Hilux, but it is just a Hilux body. It's just on a Hilux. Fuck, dude, I gotta email this guy, man. This would be such a perfect one. If I could get this, it'd be so perfect. If I could just make this one work. If I could just somehow make this one work, I want to get into this one. If not, this is plan B. This is plan A. This is plan B. I think that's good. Ordered? Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. It was meant to be cheap and beatable. I mean, that's what it is. And that's part of the reason why I like it. Again, it's like, if I'm gonna own a camper, I don't want to own, like, a real camper, you know, when it's so fucking expensive, dude. It's so expensive. Any repair is just so expensive. But on a Toyota Hilux, fucking easy. Easy. Hold on, let me look up really quick. How much is it gonna cost to do the head gasket? If I go to Rock Island Auto. No. Just, okay, let me go. 19, what is it? Fuck, what year is it? It is a 1987. So if I do 1987 Hilux head gasket. The other problem is that they're very... Oh, dude, that's crazy. Really? $50 for that? That's insane. Is this for the right... No, I'm not giving you my information. You can fuck off. Alright, year 1987. Let's see if this actually fits. 1987 Toyota... pickup 2-wheel drive engine 4-cylinder I'm not sure what the difference between these are. I'm gonna go with that one. Fuck, dude, really? 70 bucks. That's insanely cheap. Look at it. 70 bucks for a head gasket. For a head gasket kit. This comes with the intake manifold gasket. It comes with a bunch of other gaskets. This is like... It comes with, like, the... I'm pretty sure that's the, valve cover gasket. It comes with a fucking, It comes with the exhaust cover gasket. It comes with so much... And it's 70 bucks. So for $70, I could buy this and have it shipped to Washington. And I could pick it up. I could, if I spent like $500 on tools and this and anything else it needed. So some tools, maybe some oil, maybe some coolant, maybe some other bullshit, maybe some spark plugs. I don't know if you put spark plugs in it. And I just spend like, I get it, right? And then I fucking go to like a campsite in Washington. And I park it there for like a week. I reserve like a parking lot for a week. And then I spend that time just doing the head gasket job. And I could like immediately sell it for twice as much. Good old cheap ass Toyota. That's just so fucking cheap, man. Washington State? Yeah, Washington State. Good investment. Yeah, well, that's the thing. If I did it and I went over there and I put fucking a little bit of money into it and I got it, the head gasket fixed, I instantly double my money. Like, instantly. I could... fucking put the new head gasket in it, drive it from Washington to Orlando, sell it, and make my money back plus, like, a good bit. I could make, like, $5,000 if I did that. And plus, if I kept it and kept it nice, I could make it worth even more. Like, if I really put money into it and time and effort into it, that thing could be worth $30,000. Not sure you can work on an RV at a camping spot? Well, you don't tell them. I would probably not get, like, a super fancy one. Probably get, like, a dingy one where they don't care as much about what you do. And then just go there and park there. Because I have a week pass and just not tell them. Oh, yeah, I'm just doing some light maintenance on my engine. Meanwhile, the fucking head's, like, on the ground. Careful, if it fully breaks, then it sucks there. And it's stuck there and it gets towed. Yeah, that's the main concern. But I think, honestly, I trust that engine to get home. I really do. Need a hobby on the road. Look for a BLM land. It's free and there's a lot of West Coast. Yeah, well, that's... I could do that, right? That's probably what I would do, is try to find something where they're couldn't kick me out. But I would do that, do the job, get it done. I think it'd be really cool. After this stream, I'm gonna fucking email that guy again. Hold on, chat. Let me email him right now, actually. Let me pull up my email. Is my, like, screen, like, visible? Not really, no. Okay. Alright, sent to... Dude. No, that's not the right one. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Chat, what should I sent him an email. Wait, did I only send this 4 days ago? Really? I only sent this 4 days ago, so that's not as bad as I thought, I guess. But what do I email this guy? What do I tell him to, like, get him to respond to me? How do I annoy him? Make him simply give it away for free? Hit him with the ooh-woo? You would be better off renting a storage place and doing it there. I mean, shit, I could do that, too. Give me a RV or else. How do I even, like, what do I ask him? I already asked if it was still available and if it had any water damage. Actually, what did I say to him? I saw your ad, and I was wondering if it's still available. If so, do you have any pictures of the fiberglass damage? So that's what I asked him, and he never got back to me. And I'm mad, and I need to email him again. What do I email him? What do I ask him? Hey, I'd like to maybe come over and buy that RV, maybe? Do you think I could come fly from Florida and look at it? Ooh, Astra. I should just email him that. I will get him to respond. BLM, not BLM. Bureau of Land Management, not the other one. Fuck, dude. Hold on. What should I need to compose to this guy. Nova Star Camper. Hi. Just reaching out again to see if the camper is still available. Is that good, chat? Should I just send him that? I could probably just send him that. It'd probably be fine, right? Tell him you're coming from Florida and want to make sure there's nothing majorly wrong with it. Well, he hasn't responded to me, like, at all. Like, he hasn't gotten back to me at all. I don't even know if it's still available. It's featured on the goddamn Toyota website, though. On the fucking website. Like, look. This fucking website features certain listings. And I don't know if you have to pay for that, but it's one of the featured fucking campers. It's featured. It's listed. It's not even that old. It was posted on January fucking 20... It was updated on the 22nd of last month. So I guess it was a little over a month ago. Oh, fuck. It's March. Son of a bitch. How is it March already? God damn it. Anyway. Fucking... He won't respond to me. He won't hit me up. I'm mad about it. You have your fucking list. It's the only way of contacting this guy is from his fucking email. And this whole time it was about the Bureau of Land Management. I don't know why people got so angry about that. You asked if there was any water damage and he did not answer. Probably means there is. Well, no, I didn't even ask if there was water damage. He says there is. So it has two problems. One is that the head gasket has a leak. Number two is that there is the part of the fiberglass on the roof has been, like, damaged. He, like, ran into a tree or something. But it's, like, a little bit of damage that could be easily fixed. So I'm not too worried about it. But I wanted to see a picture of the damage, and that's what I asked him. And he didn't get back to me. Maybe be more honest if you're jumping multiple states. Well, I can explain that to him if he just... I gotta even know if it's still available. Like, I don't even feel like it's worth letting him know that until I know that it's still, like, available and that I can actually buy it. Because if I can't buy it, then fuck. Showed you my bussy, please respond. And yeah, I should just give him a nude. I should email him a nude with it, and that'll get him to respond. I could put urgent in the heading so that he really sees it. Urgent, past due. It's just like hit it with the urgent bill past due email, and then it's actually just me trying to buy the camper. Fuck, dude. Hi, just reaching out again to see if the camper is still available. That's pretty short and simple, right? If I send that, he won't get mad at me, right? They get filtered straight to spam. I'll show you my bussy. I don't know. I'll see. Just show your belly button. I'm gonna send this email to him. Fucking sent it. I sent it. I sent it. Now we'll see. Now we play the waiting game. Respond. Bitch, you want a 50% discount? Show your belly button. If you haven't been in the contact yet, he can't be mad if you try reaching out again. This is true. This is true. It's very true. OMG, sending emails on stream? How exciting. I know. Technology, right? I just sent an email to someone who lives on the other side of the country. It's crazy. Fuck, dude. That's I hope that guy responds, because that would be the best. If I could get that one, I would be very happy if I could get into that one. Other than that, though, there are still other options, chat. There are still other options. Like, there's that one, and then there's this. I think this one's really nice, and it's cheaper, but it's also, it's further away. It's not, it would be more expensive to get to it, because it's all the way in California. I like the seat covers, though. And it looks pretty clean, but I think there's is that a little bit of water damage I see right there? I can't tell. But this one seems to be alright. Like, I feel like this one might be my second choice, if I can get this one. This would also be good. I feel like this would be my best option outside of that. Because unless I have $11,000. But, because if I don't think I can do more than 10,000. I think 10,000 is like my limit. Looks like water damage. That's what it looks like. I asked the guy. He said there wasn't any water damage, and I think he was just lying to me. Send him a full disclosure email about your plight. Maybe he'll give it to you for free. That's very wishful thinking, Derek. Maybe if he doesn't respond again, and I don't have any faith in him responding, I'll hit him with the, please, God, help me. It's like, you don't want to see a femboy be sad, do you? You're gonna stream on the way back? I don't know if I'd stream on the way back, but I would certainly record a lot of it. Like, I would record a lot. I'd try to stream. It just depends on how I would get internet. Because I would have to get Starlink, but I wouldn't be able to get Starlink initially. Like, I'd have to wait until, like, I'd have to get it and then wait till I get back to Florida probably to put in Starlink. Or maybe I could put it in Colorado or something once I get back to Colorado. Damn. Astra, please respond. What's next? Spreadsheets doing taxes? He lives in Washington. Depending on where he is, he might be extremely sympathetic to the femboy cause. This is true. He lives in Seattle. So he might be. If he doesn't respond, maybe I'll hit him up with the, I'm a poor trans woman. I'm trying to, I just need a place to, live. I'm poor. What if you could just please spare some bread, please, in a camper. Spare some bread and a camper on the side. You're just a femboy with a dream to see all of this glorious country. Yeah, you wouldn't deprive a precious widow femboy of their dream, would you? Maybe he's a femboy too. Oh, that would be perfect. Femboy supremacy. We'll stick together. From what I know of the IRL streaming, Starlink isn't the greatest. Data with server is the best. Starlink is good for RV and stuff like that, though. The greatest data with servers is the best Starlink. Wait, what? I know that Starlink isn't the best for streaming, but I know it does work. And I think doesn't it depend on where you're at too? So like you can stream depending on where you're at. Like it's not as good at streaming if you're like in the middle of nowhere. Astra Starlink can be balls slow, get a decent 5G phone plan. Would that work? I mean, I don't care. I'll do whatever. Turns out it's a Washington femboy who runs a YouTube channel called Femboy Camping. Femboy RV Life. That's what my channel's gonna turn into, chat. I'm just gonna be making RV life videos. I'm gonna make a video where like I have the phone like way too close to my face, and I'll be like, "Hey guys, just filming another video about the top 5 things I wish I knew before I got started on RV life. Number 1, I hate it. Number 2, I hate." Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to tune in for the next video where I make about why you shouldn't get an RV. Gas station hot dog tier list. As long as you're not in the boonies, you'd get better speeds with a mobile hotspot. I'll have to do some research on it, but I'll figure something out. I don't mind paying more for internet. Like I know Starlink is like $150 a month, but I'd pay it if it got me internet because I could keep streaming. I think my stream would pay for it basically. My buddy has Starlink, and the max speed he gets 100 megabytes per second. Damn, that's slow. That is slow. That is slow. What if I want a game though? What if I want to? You know, I'm a big gamer, so I gotta have the internet for that gaming, the gaming prowess. I don't know, I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out, chat. Is that right, Puck? What do you think? You wanna get in a camper? You wanna go live in a camper, Puck? Where did you get that idea? You'd want single player games, to be honest? Nah, I gotta play the rivals, bro. I gotta be able to play rivals in Melee. 5 cats in 1 camper? Hell no, not 5 cats in 1 camper. It's basically 1.5 cats, because Moogie is basically the size of a half a cat. It'd be 2 cats, but really it would be 1.5 cats, to be honest. This man does Starlink gaming. God, I hate van life where they like portray it as this like really like artful existence. Like look at this fucking pansy ass like intro with the look at me, I'm just in nature. Like he's trying to like pretend like he just woke up, but you already woke up because you set up the camera to film yourself pretending to wake up. He does have a nice setup though. Like I feel like if I got that camper in Aurora, this one, I'd probably turn this bench into like a desk. Like I'd probably like make this the streaming desk. Fucking goddamn it! Give me the picture. Yeah, I'd like turn this into a desk and turn it into like what he's got here. No chopping kitties. Don't be Solomon. And the other cats, they would be with Jizzy. I wouldn't keep the other cats in the camper. That would be cruel to keep 5 cats in a camper that small. I think I can get away with it with Puck and Moogie, especially since Moogie is so small and she doesn't like take up that much space and doesn't move around a whole lot. But I would not have that many cats. It plays WoW on the go because it doesn't require a ton of intensive input. I mean, he's playing... Is this Call of Duty? Like, he's playing, like... Yeah, he's playing Call of Duty. It's working pretty well. I mean, he's recording and playing Call of Duty. Imagine you're, like, in the woods. You're lost, and you have no idea where you are, but then you eventually... You come across some fucking, You come across a fucking random asshole in a van just gaming. But look, he's got Twitch, so he obviously streams with it. So if it's capable of streaming. That's pretty fucking nice. Like that's not terrible, man. That's not terrible. Hold on, Toyota Dolphin. I can never respect van lifers to be this because no matter how nice their van setup is and all that stuff, they'll still be shitting in a bucket the whole time. That's the problem with van life is it's kind of shitty like that. Why you want this get off of my screen? Thank you. It's kind of like why that sucks a little bit, you know. But like, I feel like for especially like the one I'm looking at, like this has its own bathroom. Like you're not really shitting in a bucket. Like it's got a full-on toilet. I don't like the little buckets that they had to like stash under their bed though for like the real van lifers. That's pretty crazy. Where's the video I'm looking at? Oh, here's a good here's a good size comparison because I watched this. Imagine, right? This is the size of the camper, right? She is my height. What the fuck? She is my height, right? So she's about my size. So you look at this this is about the size we're working with. That's how big I am. I think I can make that work, chat. I think it's a decent amount of room. You'll never keep your toothbrush in a bathroom ever again. It's just gross to me to look up and see what spreads around when you go number 2. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I like having like a separate bathroom for it. Like this one has like a proper separated bathroom, which I really like. It's got a separate shower too, which is also really nice. You have to like camping and you have to like nature and you have to be willing to deal with the way more unexpected problems and you have to be okay with hooking up a poop hose if your toilet is in the camper. I'm okay with hooking up a poop hose. I'm okay with being in nature. I'm okay with all. I like camping. I'm okay with camping. I'm okay with like being in nature and all that shit. I really don't think it's as nature of a thing as people think it is. Like, I wouldn't be going out in the wilderness, really. I don't think I'd be doing that very often. I think you can, but I feel like if you're the kind of person who wants to be out in, like, the very scenic wilderness, it cost exponentially rises the more aesthetic you want it to be. I don't like to clean things and maintain things constantly. Wouldn't be for me. The amount of bandwidth per area of this Earth's surface is fixed, so that more people who live within 100 miles of where you're using Starlink, the slower it will be. It's at fastest you could just barely stream. Huh. It's gonna be stressful. Of course, it's gonna be stressful, but there's no avoiding the stress. I'm gonna be stressful if I don't. I'm gonna be stressed if I stay here, and I'm gonna be stressed if I do that. It's like. I feel like there's always gonna be stress. Like it's not, it's gonna suck, right? I'm gonna have to downsize a lot. I'm gonna have to learn how to live in a size that small, and it's gonna suck. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna suck. But at least I have already like accepted that, and I know that no matter what I do, once I get into it, I'm gonna get hit with that like post-realization. Oh shit, this is real, and it's gonna suck. But I feel like it's worth it. Living in an RV and hunting for dinner, that would be cool. I'd keep my sniper in the fucking. I would keep my sniper like on the roof of like the cab so I could pull it down and pretend like I'm Sniper from Team Fortress 2. Don't let your poop tank get backed up again. It also constantly need to collect water. Well, the idea is I'm not. Ideally, I would be hooked up most of the time. Like I don't really want to be not hooked up if I can avoid it, right? Because like I want to be able to not have to be hooked up if I can, but I really think that it would, especially like just starting out, I'd probably not rely on being like having a good water tank and having like everything ready in the camper so I don't have to be hooked up. I feel like it'd be easier just to go to places that have hookups and then just do it that way. So then I don't have to worry about like water. I don't have to worry about electricity. I don't have to worry about whatever the fuck. There are certain things. I know that for the one, and this is gross, but for this one, the one in Aurora, that for 8,000, the guy told me that there's like a crack in the black tank around halfway up. So if you don't empty it in time, it like spills out, which is gross. So I'd have to replace the black tank on this one, for sure. But I also probably want to replace like the water tanks anyway, just because like, you know, it's fucking from the 80s. Who knows what kind of shit's growing in there. I'd rather just put in a new water tank just to be safe and know that it's okay. Have you given up on the idea of owning a home? I mean, I'd like to own a home eventually, but I'm not gonna be able to buy a house. Like, I can't, I certainly don't have enough money to, like, get a mortgage. That's not realistic. Ah, puck. If you're at an RV park, you have water bill. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if I have a water bill. Like, I don't mind having a water bill or an electricity bill. You're gonna have to pay for that anyway. Because, like, if you have a water tank, you have to pay to fill the water tank. That move from Iowa to Florida was more nightmarish than you expected it to be. Yeah, but that was for various reasons. Like, I don't think that would get me to not do the camper idea. What do you think, Puck? Trust me, it was hell. It was hell. But that was 5 cats in a small BMW with no AC and 3 people. There was never going to be a time when that wasn't stressful, alright? The ear twitch says it all. Imagine the new challenges you may have to face in the RV. I know, there would be new challenges. There would be. But I feel like, again, I've thought about this enough that I feel like those are challenges I would face and be able to face a lot easier than, like, I don't know, the challenges of staying in this apartment are way bigger. I broke down in tears while I tried to hold it together. Yeah, it was a fucking rough trip, man. It was a rough trip. It was a real rough trip. Homes are not for those normal of normal means anymore. Yeah, it really isn't. No one can buy a house anymore. Thank God for the Prius lift guy. Yeah. I see an orange stack. Yeah. Orange amp. Will never hit on Prius again. Moving myself from Northwest Arkansas was bad enough. I wouldn't want to do it with the cats. Yeah, that's fucked up. I don't know. I think the camper would have a lot of challenges. I really do think so. I think it would be a lot of challenges and things to overcome. But I don't think that I couldn't overcome any of those challenges. And I think I'd be better off for it, you know? If I did meet those challenges head on and I overcame them, I think at the end of it, I'd have more... Like, I feel like I would benefit from tackling those types of challenges. You know what I mean? So I did it on a motorcycle. All 3 of you rode in the same vehicle. Yeah, that was stressful, man. That was real stressful. That was a real tough time. All right, good night, Foberg. I'll probably end the stream here too. I'm kind of hungry. I hope the pizza's getting here soon. I'm gonna go Sturgis next time I have a bike. Anyway, chat. I will probably talk to you guys tomorrow. You also hate responsibility too. Well, it's not that I hate responsibility. It's just listen. I don't like having the rent over my head every month. It's fucking stressful. All right, anyway, chat. I will be live again tomorrow. Probably same time. I don't know. I'll update you guys. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you, Troy, for the pizza. Too many people for me. I don't like going bike week anymore. Anyway, chat. Thank you everybody.